today. It's Madden NFL football. It's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw. Charles, he finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. Charles. And this is
Wow, what a boneheaded play.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Now Gainwell. This, the 2nd meeting of these 2 teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Lance. Looking deep here for Ebron. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. On second down, Gainwell looking for space. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying,
Oh.
the best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs.
Get off the field.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Gainwell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where did they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
So maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. On first down, Minor. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Charles. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll give it here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They will run for it with Gainwell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
A gain of 3, second down. On the counter, it's Gainwell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
Now they try the right side here. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lance. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On first down, Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And a good tackle there right around the 30 stops him short of the first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, it's Tony. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off of play action, here's Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
A final shot before half for Lance. Flushed out right. So we're at halftime here. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee
Oh!
will not be ruled a fumble. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And this is Gainwell. A little juke. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because is they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On the handoff, it's Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They try again with Cohen, and he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll look to run with Gainwell, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kenneth Gainwell, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As the Ravens push further out in front. What's good on the extra point? It's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Off-play action. Charles. Complete. That's Phillips. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 2nd down now, Minor. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Charles.
Oh, really?
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Charles. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They push him back 8 yards in time on 2nd down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he didn't have a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense.
See what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the
I keep the ball the rest of the game, my boy.
They start the drive here with Gainwell. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll get it the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Gainwell. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. 2nd and 9. Again, a run with Gainwell. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On a jet sweep, here comes Tony. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 28.
Yes, now I can put this down.
So that one along a 11-play drive.
Get ready for it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on 1st down. Charles. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Charles. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Just step into the shower with Control GX.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Shut out.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Ravens, they finished the regular season with another win, their 15th against just 2 losses. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-14 season. And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Call today to invite knowledge in Connections Academy. We change lives.
See you? You're not checking this out. He's finding some investment ideas for the nerd. Eyes on the ball, baby. As good as you know, baseball needs a digital console investment. Just get started. What would you like to do? Welcome back. And meanwhile on planet Earth, don't call him Lewis Riddick anymore. Call him Dr. Lewis Riddick. Over the weekend, Lewis was presented with an honorary doctorate degree from the University of Pittsburgh, class of 22 commencement. Let's give him a big hand.
Dr. Riddick.
What does it feel like to be a doctor? Dude, I don't know, man. You see that right there, but I just know this. Brian. I'm just going to hold this thing up here, right here. Oh, yeah. You can see it right there. It actually has doctor on it. You know what? It was a surreal moment, to be honest with you. To be able to stand up there and talk to the kids who graduated in 2022 and just give them, some things that they can take away from there. And I told them, look, it's been a long time since I've sat in your seat. As a matter of fact, I didn't even take part in my own commencement. I was trying to get on to San Francisco, see if I could make the football team back then. But, man, what a really cool moment. I'm eternally grateful to the University of Pittsburgh and all the gracious, things that they have done for me and the opportunities they've allowed me to come back and just kind of be a part of what's going on there. And there's a lot of great things going on in Western PA for sure. Well, I'll tell you what, we are grateful to you. We are so happy for you. Congratulations again, my friend, Dr. Lewis Riddick. And speaking of that, it's now time for the Chronicles of Dr. Riddick. Because we're not calling it Chronicles today. Now it's Dr. Riddick. Okay, we have 3 questions for you. Starting in San Francisco, will Debo be a 49er this season? Yeah, well, I think he will be because they understand that his value to them is much greater than what any other team on the outside, how they would value it, what they would be willing to give San Francisco in the form of trade compensation. This is a guy who you look at yards per catch, his yards after contact per catch, and his leadership in that locker room is just something you can't put a price tag on. He'll be a 49er. What about DeAndre Hopkins? Suspended for the first 6 games of the season. Will Kyler and the Cardinals still make the playoffs? I think they will. Look, I think this is a big year for Kyler. I think Kyler Murray is very, very motivated right now to disprove some people in terms of how they feel he is as a leader and whether or not he's a guy who really is a big game performer. And although a lot of the responsibility that is put on him, it is not all his fault that this team is underperformed. But I think because he puts the Marquise Brown, they still have Zach, they still have James Conner, still have J.J. Watt on the defensive side. I think this football team will still be in contention for a playoff berth. Even to playoffs. Yeah, I do believe that he will. If it's not as, the NFC East division winner, I think it will be as a wild card winner. Okay, I think, again, when you're talking about a quarterback who has a lot to prove and who's going to be highly motivated, despite how cool, calm, and collected Jalen Hurts is, he understands what's being said about him. He understands that he is going to be under the bright lights in terms of media scrutiny, fan scrutiny, and really internal scrutiny at the Philadelphia Eagles because they're going to make it such that everything is set for this young man to go ahead and take his game to the next level. And if he doesn't, then they will find another quarterback for 2023. No one wants that to happen, especially Jalen. So I think he will have his best season of his career. That's good. You know what we always say? If a doctor says it, it must be